Good morning, everyone. I know it's been a while. We have a final reveal for you. I'm going to cover these things real quick. They are both P51s. I've done a lot of research on P51s thanks to these two builds. And it turns out they both look like Bs, but according to everything that I've read thus far, the P51B and C were, well, pretty much identical aircraft. The only thing that changed the designation between B and C was the plant it was manufactured in. Okay. So, again, quickly, the Red Tail was a buddy build with a local guy, and he gave me a monogram kit, one of the old monogram kits, and I had to build, he requested I do a red tail from that kit, and it came with a set of decals. The decals were for a totally different P51, and I was trying to figure out how I could do a P51 with the decals that were given to me, and there was just no way to do it. So what I did was I got online and I bought a Pegasus kit, strictly for the decals. And so I get to going. I've got a pretty good start on the P51B C that from the monogram kit. I've got a pretty good start, and I was going, okay, well, I've got this. I may as well do up the other aircraft too, since I have two sets of decals now. So the old monogram kit is the Red Tail, and the Pegasus kit is Bald Eagle. I'm going to read this, a little bit of this briefly. If you go to a lot of air shows where a lot of the World War II aircraft are flown and shown, a lot of people might recognize Bald Eagle. The thing is Bald Eagle, the entire color scheme and the way it is set up, is a P51D. That's not the original Bald Eagle. It is it is an homage to the Bald Eagle that served in the 374th Fighter Squadron. It was piloted by Lieutenant Robert Eckfeldt, who, before his tour of duty was up, is credited with 8 kills. So that's what I went with, and I wanted to stick as close or as accurate as I could with those decals. And then I took the decals and the paint scheme from the Pegasus kit and applied it to the monogram. And doing that, I did a lot of research on the Red Tail. And this particular one is or was piloted by Lieutenant Lee Archer. He actually went on to continue to serve in the U.S. Army Air Force and later the Air Force, attaining the rank of Lieutenant Colonel before he died, or before he retired, pardon me. He is officially credited with 4 kills, 3 of which happened on the same day, all within, if I remember correctly, it was like 13 minutes. It was a big dogfight, and he actually got 3 in a single battle. So he's actually officially credited with 4, although he did say he was the Tuskegee Airmen's only ace and got 5. So I'm telling you what the official Tuskegee Airmen Museum, everything is saying, and what he is saying. So without further ado, we're going to get these turned around and or get the camera turned around so we can take a look at these, and I hope you like it. So hang on a second. I know it's been a while, and so it's almost like I'm new to this again. However, we're going to get into this. As I said, this here is the monogram kit. I do have a complaint about the monogram kit. It did go together really well. All the pieces were there. Everything was nice. My biggest issue is, as a person who does enjoy building aircraft, I don't like raised panel lines. I could have taken the time out to sand the entire bugger down and scribe some panel lines and have the recess lines, but I wanted to get this thing done. So that's my only complaint. It's an older kit, and they do have tend to have raised panel lines. There were a few finicky sections. I did have to scratch build the pitot tube there, but that's my fault. I think I actually lost the part. I'm not positive. And let's pull this out a little bit. If you look carefully, the gear skirt on this side was warped, and I didn't catch it was actually on the tree like that, and it looked natural. I didn't think nothing of it until I was getting it together, and that side went together as it should be. So it's got a little bit of a warp to it, which is rather frustrating. I did take the time out to base a lot of the look of this model, such as the exhaust staining and the gun fairing staining there. I did base a lot of that, off the box art. I tried to capture that as best as possible. I did go digging to see if I could find actual photos of this P-51C, and the only one I could find actually had Lieutenant Lee Archer standing right about here. So all I had was the forward section of the nose and the prop. But I think I captured the essence of the build, or what I was looking for. I think I captured it pretty well. On to the Pegasus kit. The Pegasus kit is actually, I highly recommend the Pegasus kits. It says it's a easy snaps. It's not like a snap together kit. It's more like a press together kit, and it actually is supposed to stay. You can use glue if you want. It is a pretty nice kit. It goes together really, really well. And it does actually have the recessed panel lines, which as an aircraft modeler, I do enjoy. There are some things I didn't think about. Again, the decals for this one came from the monogram kit. So they're old monogram decals. Something I didn't think about when applying the decals, clearly you can tell it is a masking nightmare, dealing with the black stripes on the horizontal stabilizers, the invasion stripes, the yellow nose cone and cowling there, and the olive drab, and this here is more of an olive brown, which is an interesting concept of how I got to there, but that's based off of photos and not the paint guide. So what okay, so I have totally been off my game here. The decals, if I had thought about it beforehand, I would have cut out the star and bar here and created a mask or whatnot for this area, because I didn't think about it until it was too late. You can see the invasion stripes and the line for the olive drab in the star and bar. So that's my fault, and you know, I accept it. This one actually has a really nice stance. If you consider getting this kit, which I do highly recommend, get some aftermarket parts like the wheels, because the wheels are smooth. They have no tread to them whatsoever. So that's a little frustrating. The inner hubs look really, really nice, but then they sacrificed the what detail they put in the hub. They didn't put any kind of detail on the tire itself. But again, this here was just something I did. It was kind of a companion build to this one. And these both will be going to local guy. As I said, he wanted to do a buddy build. So I chose this red tail because he's doing a diorama. He did a red tail and I did a red tail. But he's also going to get that one because, well, I have no shelf space, especially for something 1/48 scale. So there we have it. I know it's been a long time in coming. It's been a long time since I've done a video, and I plan on getting more out as soon as possible, actually. So yeah, I'm glad my first video back after a couple of months is a reveal, and I hope you enjoy it. I'm Eric with His&Hers HHQ. If you haven't yet, head on over to Facebook and follow us at His&Hers Hobby Headquarters. Take a moment, like, subscribe, share the content, share the love of scale model building. It truly is a medium limited only by your imagination. You build for you. And as always, take a moment, comment below. It really helps the, YouTube algorithm, and be it praise, be it critique, I do read them. I do read comments, and I really do appreciate them. So again, this is where we're at, and I really do appreciate it, and I'm glad everybody stuck around. And I hope not to be keeping you waiting for the next video. I'm Eric. Have a good day.